Welcome to Buddha Ron Tarot. The following lesson is entitled Soulmate Lesson. I'm I'm doing this because I know a lot of individuals are seeking love, especially a soulmate, and or money to manifest. And I'm doing this so that we can get it out of the way. You can do it correctly, and then leave it alone. Uh, and then continue working on yourself because that is the most important piece of this creation. Um, there are individuals that'll say, "Oh, well, it's a twin flame," and technically, the definition of a twin flame is the soul somehow gets separated, and you end up having a masculine and a feminine, and they each end up having different incarnations, and they have to reunite so that they can become whole again. That's all baloney. Okay, the soul cannot be split. You are one divine higher self person or entity, but that's not going to happen. Even the term soulmate, I mean, I'm using it loosely here. Another term could be soul travelers. We make contracts with people prior to incarnating here so that we can learn lessons. And depending on, and again, I use my hand here, the top two may be if you're in alignment with your life purpose and you're doing everything correctly, then you'll meet these two individuals which you have contracts. But if you stay in that same lane without doing any type of advancement or working on yourself, then you're going to be getting these individuals here. Um, Now, I also want to state it is possible you can. I know there's people go, I need that soulmate. This is my soulmate. I need to have them. A lot of soulmates, to tell you the truth, carry a lot of baggage. You've had incarnations with these individuals, and these individuals have drama, baggage that you and them have to work through. And you may actually meet your soulmate now. You may go, where are they? I need to meet them now. If the universe puts them right in front of you, you're going to miss each other because you're not ready, especially if you're on the higher timeline. And when you do finally meet, if you're both in alignment at that time, you can look back and you might be able to see what are coincidences uh, that you could have met. And this happened to me where I met my partner and had an opportunity to work with them in the same building. But that was prior to me knowing that they had received a job there. At the same time, I used to work for the government as an inspector, and I went to inspect a home. And that home at some point became my future partner's address. Those are just two quick examples. So when you start looking back, you could have belonged to the same club. Maybe you belong to a hiking club. Maybe you belong to a a music club, and you could have met or you were supposed to meet, but for whatever reason, because you're not vibrating correctly, you are not in alignment to meet at this time. Because if you meet, probably both of you have baggage and you're either going to get on each other's nerves or irritate the other person and literally break up. So uh, I think the main thing here is just be open to what the universe brings to you. Don't start, I need to have the one. Focus on finding the one that you feel makes you whole, makes you happy, makes you content, makes you at balance. Uh, a lot of times, some of these relationships, you can see there's a lot of drama and fighting in between these individuals. You're going, oh, he's my soulmate, and yet you are verbally abusing each other. More likely, the term is you're a soulmate karmic, and you're both here learning lessons from that. Edgar Casey once stated, "You're better off," and I agree with this, finding someone that you're in alignment with and who doesn't have any baggage that you need to work through, and vice versa. And you together work on the present and enjoy the future that's presenting itself versus having to go through maybe in a past life you were a gambler and you lost your home. Well, this time, what do you call it? That same scenario may show up with one of your soulmates. And you want that particular person. Well, this time around, that same lesson may play out. And is that going to be, will you stick with them this time around where you, as the other one, past life, you had not? So just be aware of that. Um, and finally, this is what I recommend you do: make a list of the attributes, characteristics, be very specific as to what you're looking for in your soulmate, in what you're looking for in your life partner. Uh, if you're open to open relationships, put that in. If you're not open to that, put that in. You want somebody who's committed. Uh, you could put five little characteristics, but if you forget to put some of these down, the universe, what do you call it, is going to present everything that meets those criteria. Now, again, the longer the list gets, the universe is not going to be able to get, let's say you had 100 items. Maybe the universe is able to find someone that meets 90, 95%. Then that's what you're going to get. And you will get tested. If you remember your dreams, you may actually, you might go, wow, I had this weird dream about this guy or this girl that I liked, and it was something the universe was seeing, or your guides were actually seeing, if this individual that you liked or could like in your dreams is someone you would actually be able to have a relationship in the 3D. So that happens. Trust me, your guides are going to present this. At the same time, if you're dating a certain type of individual, I've met many people who have literally, I date only cancers. I don't know why. And they're all those relationships fail. My last five boyfriends have been named Brad. Again, you're going to be repeating lessons with different individuals if you're not working on yourself. Make the list, be very specific. If you don't want somebody with mental health issues, I'd list that. If you want somebody who has a job, list that. Or at the very least, they don't have to be rich, but you want them to contribute to the household. Whatever you want, make a list. And now, after you make that list, seal it, put it away, and trust that universe is going to give it to you. It may take 5, 10, even 20 years for it to show up. And the reason I state this is you may need to go through 3, 5, 10 relationships or dates, whatever you want to call it, before this person shows up. And that's because you're not ready or vibrating correctly. At the same time, they may show up next month. I don't know how long your list is and what you're looking for. But one thing about that list is you can refine it as you go along. You meet somebody and then they may meet all your characteristics, but then you forgot to include, oh, this person was in jail, and they're currently on probation. I don't know how I feel about that. Again, there's no right or wrong. Uh, if you're not looking for that, you forgot to put it in your list, then refine your list and update it. You might also take away something you had. Like I said, money may be important right now, but in 5 years, you may have so much money that it's not important. So you might take that they don't need to be wealthy. again, but the most important part of making that list is you're going to trust the universe, trust God, trust source, that they will deliver uh, your soulmate to you. And as long as you do that and you work on yourself now from there and live in the present and work on healing your trauma, healing your baggage, healing anything, your karma, healing anything that you need to improve on or at least reflect and change about yourself so you can grow, then this individual will show up and you will have choices. Whereas some people, basically, you attract the same type. You may date 100 people, but they're all the same type. And you go, why am I meeting all these losers or whatever that term you use of being dissatisfied or people that abuse me? Again, you're asking for it, you're creating it. So work on yourself after you make that list. If you work on yourself, attract what will come into you versus chasing after the individual. If you like what you've heard, please like, subscribe, comment. Thank you. And hope to hear from you soon.